Okay. Energy. So the phrase that just popped into my mind today is creative optimism. If someone asks me, I always usually say I'm an optimist rather than a pessimist. Although, you know, I think it's okay to have a healthy balance of that. And you actually have to do something to make that optimistic idea come to fruition. I think I like that idea. And I have got a quote for us because I had several and they were all really amazing. Yeah, this is actually Noam Chomsky. Optimism is a strategy for making a better future, because unless you believe that the future can be better, you are unlikely to step up and take responsibility for making it so. I like that. But there's, you know, you have a part in it. It's not just something that might happen. We have to do something. And that's always good, you know, feel responsible and involved in our lives. So we start standing as we're feeling optimistic for the future. So let's just stand and let's lift the shoulders up, breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Let's release some of that surface tension, breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Start one more time, breathing in, squeeze the shoulders up and out through the mouth. Let's roll the shoulders back just 3 times, so make them really good ones and let the knees bend. So make them really slow and squeezing, kind of squeezing into the shoulders and into the neck. Rolling back 3 really nice big circles, and then we roll forward 3 times, as slow as you can. Keep your breath moving. Hasn't got to be in time with the shoulders, but just keep it moving. Make sure you're not holding the breath. Good. That's the 3rd one. So that's a bit more enlivened here. So we take the right hand to the left shoulder and just sweep across to the right hip, diagonal across the body. So we kind of go and sweep across the belly button as well. Really purposeful. Let's do one more for luck. Okay, and then on the left hand on the right shoulder and sweeping across the body. You can even watch that hand, just feel that impact. And one more for luck. Sweeping there. Okay, put the palms together. And then we're going to take the hands in front and behind. Walk the hands up. Let's wake up with this little clapping, giving ourselves a round of applause for showing up and being here. And standing tall, standing in our space. Yeah. And then we're just letting the feet go a bit wider, knees bent. Let's just let the arms hang. Get the arms really heavy. Let the body hang forwards, but making sure that you're keeping a bit of integrity there. We're not just flopping forwards. We're keeping the chest open and we're letting the arms swing heavily. Knees are nice and bendy. Just shifting the weight from the left to the right. Yeah. And we take those fingers to the heart center and just pummel the heart center and around the whole chest area. Let's make some sound, breathing into the nostrils. Yeah, let it out, make it loud, breathing in. Yeah, into the sides. All the different sounds the body makes. Okay, shake the hands out. As if there's water on them, like shaking them off. Okay, and then we're going to just put the hands on the hips, lift the right foot off the ground, and we're going to just flex that ankle. So you're just going to point push the heel away and then point the toe. Just flexing the ankle. And obviously when we move the ankle, we can feel that it's working into the shin and the calf, and also even into the thigh slightly. And then we're going to rotate that ankle. So kind of in a straight line, and then we're just going to rotate in both directions. And then just let that knee hang off of there. Just swing that leg a little bit, give it a little bit of energy, waking it up a little bit. Movement and focus of attention. Just change onto the other foot. So we're just going to lift the left foot off the ground, flexing that ankle. Really see if you can point the toe, push the heel down. Keep breathing in and out. Keep the rest of the body nice and relaxed, standing tall and not gripping with the right toes. And then we'll rotate that ankle, giving our full attention. So we can give our attention to our ankle. Yeah, has it got a few little creaks and a little bit of cracks? But notice how we smooth it out as we move and lubricate the joints. And then 2, the left to circle with the ankle, and then let the knee just hang, nice and easy for the knee. Let's be kind to the knees. Let's give it a little bit of movement, a little bit of warmth. Really easy movement though. And now we're going to lift up the right knee and open out to the side. So a little bit of hip action, lifting up and opening out. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Keep the chest lifted, really long in the front of the body. Yeah, keep thinking about the body lifting up out of the hips. Good. Lifting high and out. High with that knee and out to the side. Yeah, warming up the hips. Warming up the hips. Breathing in and out the whole time. Okay. And let's just have a little bit of more movement. Cross lateral movement, lifting the left knee and meeting it with the right hand, and then the opposite. Keep it light, keep it bright. Breathe, breathe. And however you're feeling, you know, if you're feeling like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this, I'm going to get really going, or if you're tired, just take it easy, you know, just be with your breath, be with your movement, just enjoy this coordinating body-brain action. And then we'll just take the leg out stretched, meet it with the opposite hand, just limbering and preparing the body, waking it up. It's been sitting around all day. Maybe the brain's been having a lot of activity, but the body's been kind of left behind. So we're getting those two things connected up. And leg out to the side, arm over the head. Get this lovely openness, opening up that armpit and the shoulder, keeping the body standing tall all the time. Breathing in and out through the nostrils all the time. Enjoy the flow, watching where the arms are going. They're going in this big sort of swirling circle around the body. It's kind of a nice feeling. Gives it a bit more flow. Take the feet a little bit apart here. Good. Feet are parallel. I'm just going to take the hands up, breathing in, extend the arms up to the ceiling. Breathe in and breathing out, leaning over to the left. Getting long in the sides as far as you can on that out breath, and the in breath lifts you up. So moving with your breath, breathing out. Try and keep the arms from like lolling forwards. Try and keep them in line with the body. Breathing in. Keep the knees soft. Breathing out. Leaning and pushing into the foot that you're leaning over into. Breathing in. Breathing out. Keep your body really long. Stretch right into the fingertips. Breathing in. Stretch up to the ceiling. Breathing out. Keep extending those arms. Breathing in, one more time, breathing out to the right. Breathing in, and breathing out, lower the arms down. Bring the feet so they're more or less hips width. Let's move these arms with the breath. Breathing in and lift the heels up off the ground, push off the toes. Inhaling, hands come together. Exhaling, arms coming down, heels coming back down to the ground. Good. Breathing in all the way up. Lifting those heels up, pushing the toes off the ground, and exhaling, heels coming down, hands coming down, even pushing the heels of the palms out as you come down. Breathing in, opening up. This is the kind of inspirational, optimistic, scooping up, reaching forward, and then breathing out, coming back down to earth. The reality, making that reality. Actions. Inhaling, last one, stretch right up, heels are high off the ground, breathing out, hands come down, breathing out softly, and let the body just soften a little bit, let the arms soften a little bit, let the arms just float down. Okay, so we're going to start off standing at the front of the mat, feet hips width apart, just lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels, place them down, but feeling the feet, feeling the ground. Just soften the knees up a little bit by just giving them a little wiggle, but keeping the feet on the ground. Good. So we're going to start off in Warrior Two. So put the weight on the left foot, taking a big step back with the right foot. Big step. Getting that right toes pointing slightly forwards, getting the hips level and level with the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lengthen the body, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Make yourself really expanded, and then looking down the left arm, breathing out, bending into that left knee. Let's move with this. Moving the energy about, breathing in, arms still extended, breathing out. That left knee is going forwards. You can see the big toe on the inside, and that right heel is pushing back. Inhaling. Inhaling, lift, lift, lift the ribs. Make your body long, breathing out, sinking down. But we're sinking down centrally. This is what's sinking down. We're not going forwards, even though that knee is going forwards. Looking down that left arm, checking the knee is not dropping, drooping inwards. It's, if anything, kind of almost pushing outwards, but moving with that breath, inhaling and exhaling. Let's sink into this for a moment. Strong right buttock, strong back leg. Really feel the weight is even between the feet. Strong warrior. Nice and strong on the belly. Tailbone pointed down. Breathe deeply. Feel the ribs expand as you breathe. Drop the pelvic floor to give yourself more stability. Neck is long, chin tucked in. Good. Good. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into that right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Weight on the right foot now. Big step back with the left. Big, big. Get the hips square and level. Don't forget this position of the pelvis. Point the tailbone down. Strong belly. Breathe in. Lift the arms up. Breathing out. Bring the arms down. Breathing in. Expand the chest. Breathing out. Bending into that right knee. Checking the knee. Looking at it. Can you see the big toe on the inside of that knee? Use the inhale to come back up. So we're moving in and out. So you can, play with this a little bit. You don't have to go to the full posture initially. You can just kind of, I'm just going to play with this, especially the feeling of keeping the weight even between the feet, keeping the body upright, and just going with the breath. But really, one of the key things is to try to make sure the knee is going in line with the foot. And this is so that we're not twisting the knee, because if we're going here and we're going forwards, we're twisting the knee, and we don't want to do that. The knee needs to be supported. So the thigh's got to work quite hard there to support that. Everything relates to everything. Good. Use the inhale and then use the exhale. Let's sink into the posture for a breath or two. Keep lifting in the chest. Keep the tummy tucked in. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Back of the neck long. Extend to the fingertips. Good. Breathe. Feel your breath energizing your body. Come up on the inhale. Exhale, lower the arms down softly. Bend into the left knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Again, give your legs a little bit of a shake. Just enjoy that feeling. Yeah. Lift the shoulders up. In through nostrils and out through the mouth. Let's do another one of those. Breathing in. Just a little breather in between. One more of those. Breathing in. Just to remind us of our breath. Good to just keep reminding ourselves. We're going to come into another warrior, peaceful warrior, so another strong side stretch. Weight on the left foot again, big step back with the right. Getting strong with these warriors. Hips, get them level, maybe have a little bit of a move side to side just to find that movement. And then breathe in, lift the arms up, lift the chest, lengthen the whole body, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height, breathing in. Expand, breathing out, bending into that left knee, checking, having a look. Now breathe in here. As you breathe out, reach back with that right arm and then down. As that right arm goes down, the left arm goes up. Turn the palm as it goes up and reach over the body. Now bend a little deeper into that left knee, into the front knee. Look up at the ceiling on the inside of the arm, reaching the fingers right over to, as if it was going to the top of the mat there. Breathe, strong. This right leg is really strong. You're pushing into the ground with that foot. The buttocks should be really working hard and the thigh. Breathe. Use the next inhale to come back to warrior two. Exhaling, sink into the posture for a second. Breathe in. Breathing out. Lower the arms down. Bend into that right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. So your legs should be getting quite warm by now. Weight onto the right foot. Big step back with the left. Big, big step. Get the hips square, have a little bit of a swivel side to side. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down. Breathing in, expand. In all directions. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. It's hovering over the ankle. Breathing in and breathing out, reaching back with that left hand and down. Right arm goes up. Watch that arm go up. Watch the palm turn and reach over the body. The palm is facing the floor. But you're extending, stretching into the fingers all the time. Every little detail, even the fingers. We don't have this kind of floppy arm or these hands that aren't active. The fingers are active. Everything is active. But we breathe to give it life and to just remove any rigidity or strain. We're not going into shaking. We're keeping everything energized. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhale, sink for a second into the posture of warrior two. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into that left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay, let's go into a little restoration. Into a squat. Let's come down into that squat. Just let yourself relax into this position. So make it comfortable. So if you need to put something underneath your heels, please do, a blanket or a cushion. And let the body fall between the knees, let the body hang forwards, let the head hang forwards. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let the head hang. If it's still feeling a bit busy, the neck, just let that move side to side a little bit there. As you breathe in, you can feel the ribs maybe against the thighs. As you breathe out, give it some sound, sigh. And lifting the head up, bring the hands to center here. Let's bring the left hand into the middle and inhaling, the fingertips reach up to the ceiling. Look up, watch those hands, watch those fingers moving. And then we're going to rotate the right wrist, going up to the ceiling. Let the whole arm join in. And then we go the other way, rotating that wrist the other way. And let the whole arm join in as it comes down to the ground. Make its own little journey to the ground. Okay. Breathing in, left fingertips go up to the ceiling, watching that left hand, watching those fingers, giving them a wiggle. We're going to rotate the wrist clockwise. Maybe to begin, watching that hand, getting a full movement, maybe letting the arm join in a little bit, and then rotating in the other direction. Yeah, just notice, be aware of the mobility you have, the restriction there may be, any clicks. And we come back down, watching that whole arm coming back down to the ground. So it's good to be interested and curious about the body. So from here, if you can, see if you can just take the hands forwards. Or just sit back into the pose of the child or swan, actually. Just extend the arms forward, bring the forehead to the ground. Extended child, if you like. Widen the knees as much as you need to. Have a little moment here, breathing in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Yeah, release. In through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let's just open the shoulders up a little bit. So keeping the hands where they are. Maybe the fingers to the elbow is in contact with the ground. Use the inhale to come up, spread the fingers wide, and use the exhale to take the hips forward, take the shoulders back and down away from the ears, open the chest. Inhale. Moving and breathing. Just checking in. Kind of, as you're doing this, just kind of checking with yourself to notice, how do I feel? How's my breath? Notice the judgment as well. If you're feeling tired or if you're not feeling, you're noticing things that you don't approve of yourself. Notice that judgment. That's okay. If you feel bold, you can replace it. Replace that judgment with an acknowledgement. We're here now together. We're doing this. So much more creative optimism happening. Yeah, just enjoy the movement of your body. Close your eyes, maybe see how it feels, this movement. See how it changes things when you close your eyes, breathing in. When I close my eyes, I'm more in contact with my breath. Breathing in. Making sure that you still keep those shoulders going down and chest going forwards as you come into this back bend. Inhaling. I'm going to sit back into the heels for a moment, a bit longer. Sweep the arms back into the pose of the child. Back of the arms on the ground. Again, you can have the eyes closed, have a moment just to check in with yourself. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how your breath is. If you need more release, you can breathe out with the mouth. If your jaw, your mouth is kind of tense, then you can always make the sound, breathing into the nostrils. Yeah, make whatever sounds and breath that you need in this moment. So slowly come up to kneeling. See how that feels. See if you can manage it even for a few seconds, kneeling up. If this is challenging, then it's probably a good one to practice at home. Just, at any moment. See how that feels. Okay. More side bending. I'm going to do a gate posture. So we're going to come up onto the knees here. Put a bit of space between the knees, so the knees are underneath the hips. And then we're going to take the right foot on the ground. So we're just doing this in 2 movements. And then we take that right foot out to the side. So I've got my toes going forwards. And if it's really uncomfortable, you can have the foot going out directly out to the sides. So see how that feels for you. Making sure this leg is going upright and we're not kind of over onto the side there. So let's see how we go with this. Just making that, putting that right arm on that right thigh. Maybe give that a little rub, that's quite nice, supportive. Breathing in, reaching up through the left arm, and breathing out, sliding the right arm down the leg and reaching over the body. So we've done quite a lot of sides today. We're going to be much taller today. Look up at the ceiling if your balance is okay. And then lifting up, breathing in and breathing out, lowering the arm down. Notice how that feels. Then you can bring that knee back. Sit back for a second onto the knees. If that feels strong on the knee, of course, you can always pad up. So put a blanket underneath, double the mat up, triple the mat up, whatever you need. Just have a moment there. Come back up onto the knees. Lifting the left foot onto the ground and then out to the sides. Maybe it might take a little bit of moving that, shifting that, holding on to things, whatever you need to do, just find the position. Foot going directly out, that's more comfortable for you. Choose one or the other is best. Making sure this leg is upright. Left arm, just resting on the outside of that thigh. Straight arm, breathing in, extend the right arm up, make a lovely long line. And breathing out, reaching over the body, sliding that left arm down the leg. It's really getting that hip flexor is getting some acknowledgement there. We really need to open up the front of the hips with a lot of sitting, of course. So this is a great one for that. Use the inhale to come up. We don't want to stay there too long. Breathing out, lower the arm down. And we bring that knee back. Come on to the knees again. Okay. And we're going to take the hands forwards and do a little cat stretch. Let's get a bit more involved with this spine. So we're going to first of all just have these little sides. We're going to go sides again. Lots of sides. So breathing. So making sure that your hands are really engaged with the ground, soft elbows, so you have more movement here in the shoulders and in the elbows. So this will help with this side moving. The back of the neck is nice and long. So breathing in, you're looking down at the ground. And as you breathe out, you're going to look around as if you're going to try and see your tail to the left. And bring your tail around to have a look as well. So in effect, you're kind of really making that left side very small and the right side gets very long. The inhale brings you back to front, and then the exhale, you're looking around to the right. Again, bringing your bottom around to have a look. So if you had a tail, you'd be trying to look at your tail and you'd be trying to show yourself the tail. So the breath is in breath, bringing the head forwards. Exhale, looking to one side. Inhale, back to the front. Soften the elbows, keep those hands engaged. Make the breath really supportive. Inhaling. Always try and lengthen the breath so it matches the movement, or the movement matches the breath actually. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, one more each side. Exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay, take a little moment to sit back into the heels, but we're just going to have the arms stretched forward, bring the forehead to the ground. Breathe into the ribs. Good. Come back to all fours. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Don't forget the space between the knees underneath the hips. Good. So let's do these like a cross crawl, these opposite movements. Bringing the right arm up, left leg extending, and down on the out breath. Inhaling, left arm, right leg, exhaling down. Looking down at the hands. Inhaling, looking forwards to where the fingers are extending towards. Yeah, that optimistic future we're talking about. Breathing in, breathing out. Yeah, really feeling the whole body. And a good way of feeling the whole body is keeping the joints active. So rather than locking the elbows, you know, we're kind of doing this. We're not really keeping anything very active. It's kind of not very interesting. We keep everything fluid. And when we're moving, we extend and then we soften a little bit and then we shift the weight. And it makes the body much more kind of available. So enjoy the body. Enjoy the movement of the elbows and the shoulders, all these joints and the wrists. Inhaling, make this a very strong movement as well. And the eyes going up really helps that movement. So we're extending, one more each side now. And breathing out, releasing and softening. Extension like an arrow and breathing out. I'm going to sit back briefly, just take the hands forwards now, bring them forward to the ground. We're going to come into downward dog. So spread the fingers wide. Come up onto all fours, tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the ground. Let's see how these hamstrings are. Let's just bend that right knee, push the left heel down, and bend the left knee and push the right heel down. We're just going to walk, remembering to keep the waist long. This is a very key part. When you really get this part of downward dog, it's amazing how much longer your back feels. Yeah. And also keeping that tummy tucked in encourages us to breathe into the chest, which helps us to keep the shoulders away from the ears and open between the shoulder blades, looking back towards the feet, watching those heels move. You can make that a stronger movement as well if you want to get the hips more involved. Good. So we're going to just walk the feet towards the hands and let the body hang here, knees bent in a ragdoll. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let's do it one more time, breathing in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Feel your back. And now let's wake the whole back up from the bottom to the top. So we start with the base of the spine. It's lifting, but keep the knees bent. Keep the legs active. Leave the back until we're waking up gradually, unfurling, uncurling, energy rising up. Beautiful, rising up. Just feel that light and energy coming into the body. Yeah. Breathe in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Let's try that again. Breathing in. Good. Okay. I'm going to come into a balance now. I thought it'd be a nice, again, opening, very optimistic movement with the dancer today. So we're going to take a step onto that left foot. Spread the toes, look at the foot. Really feel like, whoa, my foot's planting in the ground and standing up through that leg. Lift the right foot off the ground, take hold of the top of the foot. Try and get the knees level. So we're like this, we're not really getting a good extension on the front of that thigh, that quad there. And also we're encouraging this front of this hip to open, which is, you know, a good antidote to the sitting disease, as it's called. You can have the hand on the inside if you like. Open the chest, shoulders down, breathing in. Let's connect the thumb and the first finger of that left hand. Get those lovely open fingers here. Breathing in, lift that left arm up. Open the chest, breathing out, taking that left arm forwards. Where you're going, extending those fingers, looking forwards if that's okay. You can look at the ground if you're finding it better for your balance. That's just what would be. And now you start to take that right toes of the right foot up to the ceiling. So then we really get this opening in the front of the hip flexor and the thigh there. And that's a beautiful back bend. Breathe deeply. Ungrip the toes. It's going to be much better in the end. It might be challenging to start off with ungripping the toes, but you know, it pays off over time. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. And slowly lower that right leg down. Give the legs a shake. Yeah. Just shaking them a little bit. loosening them up, just resetting a moment, and give yourself a pause between the sides. So we're placing the weight on the right foot, spread the toes, spread the sole of the foot, the weight is even across that foot. Standing up tall, then take that left foot in the left hand. Come on the inside if you want to, or the outside. Making sure you're really already opening the front of that quad and the front of that hip flexor. Opening the chest, shoulders down away from the ears. Connect the thumb and the first finger of the right hand. Spread the fingers out, breathing in. Stretch up to the ceiling and then keep that extension as you go forwards and take that hand. That right arm is going forwards. The fingers are extending forwards. There's intentionality here. Start to take the left toe away and up to the ceiling. The left heel is away from the buttock, opening the body. You can use something to support yourself if you're feeling wobbly today, or if one side is feeling particularly, difficult. That's okay. Try to ungrip the toes that are on the ground. That's the tricky bit. It's a challenge. Good. Coming up on the inhale. Lowering the right arm on the exhale. Come out smoothly and softly with grace. Left foot coming down now as well. Give the legs another shake. Okay. Okay, let's just stand for a second. Standing, just lift the toes, place them down. Take a look at them. Lift the heels, place them down. Take a moment here. Hands come together. Let's just move with our universal prayer. Full of optimism, breathe in. And as you breathe out, the fingers point towards the ground, the hands are still together. And as you breathe in, reaching up, watching those hands come together above the head and watching the hands as they come to the heart center. Maybe even touching the point here with thumbs, touching the heart center. Breathing out as the hands go to the ground, then inhaling. So a good way to really start to bring a more optimistic focus to our lives is to draw our attention to the things that we find beautiful, the things that we love. Bring our attention to beauty, whatever that means to you. So whatever comes to mind, just bring your mind, your focus to something beautiful, something that brings joy, pleasure to your whole being. So keeping the mind focused on beauty. And there could be lots and lots of different things. It might be just one thing. And keeping also the mind focused on the breath. So we're just bringing that focus, drawing our attention to the fullness, the inhale, the inspiration, the beauty, and just bringing that into almost the, the eye of the heart, almost into that kind of space. We're just bringing our attention, like a little gift for the heart that we're bringing in. This is this last one now. So we're keeping our focus of attention on beauty and letting the thumbs just gently touch that heart center as the hands come and rest there. Pressing together lightly, evenly, shoulders down, chest lifted. Standing nice and tall, soft knees. Just close the eyes for a moment. Feel the crown of the head. Become aware of the crown, of your crown. Notice how it feels, if there's any sensation in the crown of the head, or any colour or feeling there. Good. And bringing that focus of attention back to the heart before we move on. Just noticing that beauty in the heart. Okay. Drop the hands down, open the eyes. A little bit more moving. We're going to come into this moving half sun salute. So again, starting with the hands in the heart center. Breathing in, breathing out, looking down, hands point down. Breathing in, lifting the arms up, look up, reach up. Breathing out, bend the knees, hands come down, chests going down to the ground, fingertips. Breathing in, straighten the legs, arms back, hands just below the knees or on the knees. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, push up through the feet, lift your eyes to the stars. And breathing out, the arms come down. Breathing in all the way up. Look up, breathing out. Hands coming down, knees are bending, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in. Strong belly here, breathing out, forward bend. Straight legs, bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, arms come down. Let's make a little bit more speed on this. Breathing in all the way up, breathing out, hands coming down, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in. Look forward, chest forward, breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Push up through the feet, power up, breathing out. Enjoy your breath. Bring your focus of attention mostly to the breath. Knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Inhaling, exhaling. It's almost like every inhale you want to get as much air and fill yourself. And on every exhale, you want to empty everything out. Let's focus on that. Breathing in, smooth and steady. Exhaling, smooth and steady to the ground. Inhaling, exhaling. Empty, bend the knees, breathing in. One more time, all the way up. Breathing out, arms come down. Okay. Take a moment just to stand. Notice how you feel, notice your breath. Okay. We're going to come to the ground. But first of all, we'll do a little practice going down to the ground. We're going to do a chair. Lots of heat today. A lot of energy. Breathing in, stretch the arms up. Make sure the feet are hips width apart so that when you bend your knees, they're going to go in line with your toes. Coming into this chair. Yes, let's just be optimistic about the chair. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to sit back as if there's a chair behind us. Let's be optimistic about that. It's going to be a chair, a lovely soft cushion. Good. Breathing in, come back up. And breathing out, lower the arms down. Good. Take a moment there. Give the legs a little shake. So I didn't tell you before, we're going to do 2 of these. Okay, so that was just a practice. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Stretch, make yourself really long. It'll really help. You're more extension, and it takes your focus off your legs being working hard. So extending the arms forward, strong in the belly, strong in the back. Buttocks are working, legs are working. Extend into fingers, looking down at the ground just in front of you. Strong, breathe. Yeah. Use the inhale to come up, so it's a bit longer, that one. And breathing out. Good. So we're not going to come into that again. Maybe glad to hear, maybe not, I don't know. We're going to come into a forward bend instead. So you can place your hands on the back or extended, inhale, and exhale coming forward. So straight back, so strong belly to do this. Straight legs as much as possible. Still soft knees though. And fingers come to the ground. We've been here already today. We're just going to stay here for a breath or 2 longer. So breathing in. Come up on the fingertips, look forwards, lengthen the spine. Use that as an excuse to take the chest forwards. So that when you come into forward bend, you're leading with the chest. You're leading here. So by doing this, and breathing out, taking the chest to the floor. There's a big difference between this and this. Much more engagement in the spine here. It's a different position. You're really rounding the back there. Here, we're opening the shoulders. We're taking the chest towards the ground. We're lifting the tail to the ceiling. We're breathing deeply here. Really exhale all the air out. Good. Come up onto the fingertips, look forwards. Now, as you breathe out, you're going to bring the hands to the ground, but put the weight onto the left foot and a big step back with the right. Big step. Come into this lunge position. So this left knee is bent, the knee is above the ankle, and you're pushing that right heel back. You need a big step, otherwise you're not going to have that nice straight leg, and your bottom's going to be in the air. We want to try and keep the back and the leg all in line, all in a line. You can bring that knee down if it feels too strong for you. Breathe. Good. Now bring that right knee down. Come up onto that knee. You can adjust if you want to make it a bit wider, or if you feel like you need to move the feet at all to make yourself balance, that's fine. And also if you need to pad up that knee. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands above the head, bring them together. Taking the arms over, so your arms, try and get the arms out of your eye line, take them back. Inhale, exhaling, taking the hips forwards and the chest is going forwards and the arms are going back. And you can look up if you feel okay with that. If you want to make even more of a open, front opening, more of a back bend, but choose where you want to place your head, what feels good for you. Strong in that left foot, the front foot. And it's also pressing into that right foot slightly. Good. Now bring the hands down. We're going to try and straighten this, or lengthen this left leg now. So we're kind of going to make a, almost like the bottom is moving back towards that right heel. And we're straightening or stretching or lengthening this left leg as much as possible. So pressing the big toe into the ground and extending and almost pushing back slightly with the hands there. I mean, your body might be away from your leg, or maybe it's right on that leg, depending on where you're at with that. It's strong. It's actually, I feel this very much in the front of my foot, so you could be feeling it all sorts of areas of the leg, the shin, and the hamstring, in the back, many areas. Now we're going to just come back up, tuck that right toe under, lift the right knee off the ground, and send the left foot back. So we're in this plank position now. We love the plank. Chest is above the hands, don't forget, not the face. So strong in those arms, soft in the elbows, strong in the chest, open chest. Good. Now we're going to come down to the ground, so you can either come knees and then lower the body, or you can lower the body with the arm strength. And then let's have a rest. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Just have a little rest there. Just enjoy expansiveness in the body as you breathe in. It's really making contact with the ground. It's almost like you feel more in contact with the ground. Backs of the arms are on the ground and you can just relax and release there. Okay. Come on to the forehead. Turn the arms over so the palms are on the ground, thumbs are going out to the sides, shoulders down away from the ears. Bend the knees so the feet are up in the air. Now you're going to inhale, lift the head off the ground, the chin, the chest, and we're pressing lightly into the hands. So this is kind of a version of the bow here. Open the chest, take the shoulders back and down away from the ears. And we're using this as a really nice back bend here. Strong in the belly here, strong in your abdominals to support that back. And keep breathing in and out. One more breath in and lower down. Rest on the other side of the head. You can lower the legs down. Roll the arms back, so the back of the arms are back on the ground here. Yeah, breathe. Yeah, sigh. Good. Let's do another one of these, but we'll do the full bow, unless you want to do the same as you did before. So lifting the lower part of the leg off the ground, so bending the knees, and then you take hold of the right foot with the right hand, take hold of the left foot with the left hand. If you can't reach the feet, you can always do the other version, which was just keeping the arms on the ground, okay, which you just did. So on the forehead to begin, taking the shoulders away from the ground to begin. Use the inhale to lift the head off the ground, the chin, the chest, and then if you can get even just a tiny lift of the knees off the ground. So again, lots of opening in the front of the hip and onto that thigh. So we're really combating the sitting here, opening the front of the body. It's very enlivening, brightening, lifting the mood. Good, opening the heart, and then lowering down on the out breath slowly. And slowly lowering the feet down, slowly lowering the arms down. Rest on the side of the head for a moment, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Bring the hands either side, push into the hands, sit back into the heels for a moment. Bring the forward to the ground. Breathe. Breathe in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Make little claws with the fingers, so really to release the backs of the shoulders. And flatten the hands again. We're going to come into downward dog and do the other side of the body. So Coming up onto the hands and knees, and then tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the ground. Lots of moving today, moving. And then look to the hands. So lift your head and look up at the hands, put the weight on the left foot, and then take a step forward. So you want to take the weight off of that right hand. Step forward with the right. It's going to land somewhere. Maybe it'll take a few steps. That's okay. So our body can rest on this right thigh here, either side here. Stretching or pushing that left heel back, strong in that left leg, getting the groin towards the floor there. Good. Breathe deeply. Let that knee drop to the floor. Come up into that kneeling, high kneel position. Move the feet to be comfortable for you. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands up above the head and back. Breathe in. And breathing out, hips going forwards, chest opening. Good. Beautiful crescent moon. Strong in that right foot. So really planting that strongly. And this, by taking the arms back in this back bend, it means that we're not leaning so far forward and putting too much emphasis in that right leg. Now bringing the hands back down to the ground. So we're going to just tuck that left toe under, lifting that left knee off the ground. Step forward. Have a little moment in this forward bend. And now we're just going to bring the bottom to the ground. Catch yourself there. Oh, nice to have a little sit down. Stretch the legs out in front, bounce the knees up and down a little bit. Breathe. Let's slow it down now. One little bit of effort here. Extend the fingers towards the toes. Breathing in and out the whole time. We just make a last bit of effort for the abdominals. Breathing in and out. Slowly lower down. Slowly lower down. Breathing in and out the whole time. And when you're down, let go of everything. Let the arms flop out to the side. And take a few releasing breaths. Breathe in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Just relax, release. Relax, let go. Okay. So we're going to bend that right knee. Let's just move the last few little things here and just take that right knee into the body. So give it a little squeeze. Take the left hand lower down on the leg, wherever it goes to, the right hand on the front of the knee. And we're just going to bring that slightly into the body. Breathing in, take the knee away slightly, breathing out, squeeze that in. Left leg just stays stretched out on the ground. We're just having a little bit of a release here. And then we're just going to move and have a little bit of freestyle movement here, because that hip, you can get some nice freestyle movement. So supporting that right knee with the right hand and supporting either the foot or the ankle, wherever you want to hold on to, the toe even. And we're just going to move that hip around and see what feels good to you. Could be just a, rocking motion. You might want to see how far around it will go. You might even want to stretch the leg out, but we're supporting it all the time. You can take it out to the side if you feel that's okay. Just being curious and interested. You can even go right over the body, just moving it, supporting, holding the leg, holding the hip, holding the knee. Just enjoying that movement. Whatever you do, just keeping hold of it slightly so it feels supported and it feels it can release. Just play around with that a little bit. A bit more freestyle. So much tension can come into this hip joint. And often, the body, if we just let go of it a little bit to keep it supported, the body knows what it wants. So just moving it, maybe just moving it side to side. Breathe all the time. And give it another little squeeze. Extend the leg up. Push the heel up to the ceiling. Hold behind the thigh. Breathe. If it feels too strong, if that feels too strong to make that leg straight, then just bend that left knee and put the foot on the floor. That's fine. So we're just getting a nice, easy opening on the back of that, whole of that right thigh there. And then we're just going to bend the knee again. Take the left hand onto the right knee. Right arm goes out to the side. We're going to do a stronger twist. So breathe in. And as you breathe out, long, slow out breath, the knee goes over the body, over to the left. And the head goes over to the right in the opposite direction, looking down that right arm. Just let it happen slowly and naturally, just releasing. Focus on the release. Can you feel where the body's letting go? Just letting the weight of the leg hang over there, letting the right shoulder relax down. And of course, the biggest ally in this is your out breath. Notice where you're holding. Are you holding tension in the other leg? Where are you holding tension? Breathe. Breathe deeply. Long exhale. Use the inhale to lift your head to center. Lift with your hands. Use your hands to lift the knee back to center. Give it a little squeeze again. Place the right foot on the ground and slide that right leg away. Just give the legs a little bit of a movement there on the ground, just to loosen them up. And then bend the left knee. Hug it into the body. Okay. All about the release. Good. Taking that right arm, hand down lower. So drawing the whole of that left leg into the body. Breathing in, take the knee away. Breathing out, squeezing it into the body. Good. Now we're just going to loosen up the hip. You can already hold the foot, hold the ankle, hold whatever feels good here, and then the knee. So first of all, just exploring the movement, maybe just moving it back and forth. But we're really focused on that hip joint and making sure we support that all the time. Wherever it wants to go. Circling is really good, or kind of curved movements. It's the natural movements of the body. You might want to draw a circle with your knee. That's kind of nice feeling. Let that go out to the side and support it. See how that feels. Over the other side, support that, support the hip. All the time, just focusing on where does that want to go. Moving slowly, breathing with it, supporting it. Lots of freestyle. This is body entertainment. Body is in charge here. Okay. And then we're going to bend the knee first of all, and then we're going to extend that left leg. So pushing the heel up to the ceiling, taking hold behind the thigh. Again, the volume control. If you need slightly less, put that right foot on the ground with the knee bent. Otherwise, looking up at that leg in front of you, and without forcing or straining, without pushing or pulling, we're not doing any pulling. We're just releasing, pushing the heel up. That's probably the only pushing really, and it's not really pushing. It's kind of just moving the toes towards you, and the heels are going up to the ceiling. Breathe. Breathe. Long, deep inhale. Long, slow exhale. Release, release. So we just bend that knee again. Right hand on the left knee. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, long, slow out breath, taking the knee over the body. Left arm goes out to the left, palm flat down. And the head goes over to the left, making that left leg, go over to the right. Rest that right arm on the outside there. Just let the weight hang. And then it's all about the breath. So breathing in deeply and breathing out long and slow. Breathing in deeply. Breathing out long and slow. Release, let go. On the next inhale, lift the head to center. Use your hands to lift your knee to center. So nice and slow. Hug the knee once more time, and then place the foot on the ground. Slide the leg away. Give yourself a full extension. Point the toes. Bring the arms above the head. Just enjoying the length of the whole body. Noticing how your energy feels. The distribution of the energy in the body. And then relaxing the legs, relaxing the arms slightly, but having the arms on the ground above the head. Just release the legs a little bit. Feet fall out to the side, breathing in. Through the nostrils, breathing out through the nostrils, bring the arms up over the head. And let the arms just rest at the side of the body. And let the arms roll out. Palms facing the ceiling. We're in Shavasana for a relaxation. So just letting everything go now. Covering yourself with a shawl or a blanket. Softening everything. Breathe. Nice and easy. Breath coming in and breath going out. Close the eyes. Feel your body on the ground. Feel and check in with yourself. Notice how you are actually feeling, how the body feels, how your energy is. Feeling your breath, noticing the thoughts, the pattern of thoughts, noticing how slow or fast they are, what's starting to come in to the space once we become still and create space. What is the mind? How is it trying to capture our attention? And will we give into it? Or will we just say, hey, hang on, just step aside and just watch that mind, watch how it works. Yeah. Feel the body, feel the back of the body. Feel the back of the body softening and relaxing. The arms and legs are softening and relaxing. Back of the head is softening into the ground. The eyes and the eyelids are softening. The space behind the eyelids is softening. The brain is softening, relaxing. And the whole body is sinking and melting into the ground. Soft, soft and easy. Relax. Let go. Let it all go. Feel the breath moving. Feel the heart beating. And allow your mind to be, or your attention to be, focused on the beauty of this amazing organism, this body, this breath, this amazing design. So we awaken, we return, we feel our body, and we breathe a little deeper. Move your fingers and toes, arms and legs. Have yourself a good stretch on the ground. Yeah, maybe slowly and gradually coming back to the day, slowly and gradually moving, stretching, hugging the knees, slowly fluttering the eyelids awake, maybe taking a look around, noticing the beautiful things around you, noticing the beauty. Allow your eyes to be drawn to those beauties. And gradually just come to seated. Maybe rub the knees. Knees always like a little rub. Give them a bit of love. Any parts of the body that are kind of feeling a bit uncomfortable or been problematical, you've had injuries, particularly those areas, give them a little bit of extra love, compassion, attention, touch, warming. Yeah. Maybe just finish by giving yourselves a little hug, taking the arms, around the ribs and giving yourselves a little rub there. Yeah, feel the sense of yourself, just holding that and feeling that breath in through nostrils. So for them out there, have a little rub there. And then we finish by rubbing the palms together vigorously. Last bit of heat. Get those embers going. And then we place that heat and energy over the heart center. Close your eyes and feel into. So feel the heart is between the spine and the hands, the palms of the hands, and you're giving it warmth. And bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention, affirmation. And say your words, say your sentence to yourself. Say it a few times and let it land in this fertile space of the heart. Let it be lit up and given energy and power. Good. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. Thank you for being here.